Hey everybody, it is Doug. I wanted to do a video about a problem that I had with my Cartier. It literally broke. So I'm at my favorite coffee place called Waterbean in Cornelius, North Carolina, which is Lake Norman. And they have, in my opinion, the best lattes. But what happened with my Cartier Santos? So July of this year, I did my review of the Cartier Santos medium, and I said this. So the things I love about it, of course, the classic design. Things I don't, and it's not 100%, for me is going to be the power reserve. I think it's for like 42 hours, but it seems to run out pretty quickly. And if you're wondering what that noise is, there's a band about ready to start. But so the power reserve, like I said, it's not a big deal for me because it's a no date. So you pick it up, you wind it, and you set the time. It's super duper easy. So in my previous video, I said it didn't really matter that much with the no date. And it turns out that it did matter. When I first got the watch, once again, it didn't seem like it was holding to the 42 hours of power reserve, which I was fine with that, because like I said, it is a no date. It's very easy to set and then wind and so on. But then the power reserve just kept on getting worse and worse and worse. And it got to the point where I would pick up the watch, because I wouldn't wear it for a while. I would set it, and then, of course, wind it up. And I would usually wind it up at least 50 times or so. And I'd wear it that day, which everything was fine. It keeps really, really good time. But then I would take it off and go to sleep. And the next day it would be stopped. And that's just a little bit too small of a power reserve. So, I mean, it was lasting just for like 10 hours or so. So I was like, okay, well, this is a brand new watch and it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. So let me take this into Cartier. So I took it into my dealer, which is Fink's Jewelers in Charlotte, North Carolina. And of course, they were very courteous, very nice. They took it without any questions or interrogation of me or anything like that. And of course, they said this is under warranty because the watch is literally brand new. Well, not literally brand new. I've had it for a few months now. But they sent it into Cartier, and it took close to 2 months. I would say it was about 7 weeks from when I took it in until I received it now again today. What did they end up doing? Well, this is the sheet that I got. It's focusing in. I'm going to get this on the right spot. So, of course, it came from Cartier. This is now October. And when I first purchased this watch, it was about July. That's when I did the review. But the things that they ended up doing, let's see. It is a refurbishment of the movement adjustment and regulation. And this is the interesting one. Replacement of worn or damaged components. And of course, this is a brand new watch. So obviously there was something wrong with it whenever they made it originally. But, and then water resistance renewal and water resistant watches, or 4 water resistant watches, which this is 100 meters of water resistance and a movement check. So it's kind of like they probably took it apart and redid everything, to make sure it's perfect. So I'm really happy about that. One nice feature of having the watch serviced by Cartier is that they gave me this travel pouch. So it's kind of like a suede and obviously branded. And when you flip it over, it does have little snaps, and it came with a cushion, which is really very nice because the packaging for the Santos, and I think almost all Cartier things, is horrible. I mean, it is, the box and everything is so cheap on it, but they did a very nice job. So I'm probably going to end up just keeping this in this travel pouch and pillow, because it's nicer than the actual box that it came in originally. One thing I am so happy about is just to have this back in the rotation. It is such a beautiful watch. I do love this Santos. And as always, I like to give shots from afar, wrist shots, and from this banner, not just up close, so that you can really get a better feel for how it is on the wrist. And my wrist is 7¼ inches or 184 millimeters. And this is, of course, is the medium, so it's the smaller. It's the 35.1 millimeter square case. And sorry about all the traffic noise behind me. But once again, even on a wrist that's a little bit larger than normal, I think it wears absolutely beautiful, or beautifully. And just for comparison, I brought out my Rolex Daytona, which is a 40 millimeter, and it's funny because the Daytona has always been one of my smaller watches because I have like a sub and GMT, and I have an SMP, which is a 42. But as you look at these two here, it's amazing how much bigger it is than the Santos. But tell me, these two wouldn't make a perfect watch combination. Black dial, sport, white dial, classy, and of course this you can put on the leather band. So literally two totally different style bracelets, two different colors of dials, one, you know, complicated, one not, and just very classic. But yeah, as I was looking at, I was wearing this today when I picked up my Cartier from the store, and of course I threw them on both wrists like this when I walked out of the store. And I was just looking at the two of them, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is like a perfect just dual combo. And just to have like the two juggernauts of Rolex and Cartier, what a classic combination of watches. So time will tell. Did Cartier fix my watch completely? I think they probably did. I have full trust in them. But as I said, it was, you know, it kind of tainted it a little bit for me. But I do love this thing. And I will report back if there's any more issues or problems, but hopefully it is fixed. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.